The NFT art scene has detonated in recent months. 9 out of 10 most expensive NFT sales attended in the last 6 months alone. Here are the most expensive sales to date. 10. The Complete MF Collection, $777,777. It's a Beeple masterpiece and features a video of all the other artworks sold as part of its collection. This NFT is unusual because it's also accompanied by a physical token, comprised a sample of Beeple's hair and a certificate of ownership. The token was the most valuable single edition token sold in Beeple's The 2020 collection and was acquired by the NFT art collector Tim Kang for $777,777. 9. Harry, $888,888. Musician, fashion designer, and entrepreneur Steve Aoki lately collaborated with 3D illustrator Tony Tedisco to produce the eclectic piece known simply as Harry. The NFT features a bespectacled blue monster bopping to one of Aoki's beats in a 36-second clip. It was sold for $888,888 in a then record-breaking auction for Nifty Gateway and entitles the viewers to an infinite objects physical screen displaying the NFT. 8. Not Forgotten, But Gone, $1 million. A modern artist from New York City, Whisby, is the man behind a series of NFTs depicting gummy bears in various creative forms. Although Whisby was initially known for his gummy bear murals throughout Brooklyn and giant statues spread in public spaces throughout the world, he lately turned his artistic talents to the world of NFT art. For now, the 16-second video of a rotating gummy bear skeleton named Not Forgotten But Gone is the most expensive NFT designed by the artist and sold for a hefty $1 million on Nifty Gateway. 7. Cryptopunk number 4156, $1.3 million. Cryptopunk number 4156 is the next punk that managed to net more than $1 million in a public auction. CryptoPunks is a randomly generated set of 10,000 unique digital characters and is some of the first examples of non-fungible tokens published on the Ethereum blockchain. They were created by Matt Hall and John Watkinson from American game studio Larva Labs. Like a bit more expensive CryptoPunk number 6965, CryptoPunk number 4156 is a rare ape-type token but instead sports a blue bandana. The average CryptoPunk was sold for $25,247 in the last 12 months, making CryptoPunk number 4156 meriting the equivalent of 51.5 lesser CryptoPunks. 6. Auction winner picks name, $1.33 million. American DJ and dance music producer Blau lately collaborated with digital collage artist Slime Sunday to create Auction Winner Picks Name, an NFT that traded for $1.33 million on Nifty Gateway. The NFT carries a music video and dance track and qualified the buyer to choose the name of both the initial NFT and the open edition NFTs newly sold on Nifty Gateway. 5. Cryptopunk number 6965, $1.54 million. The second CryptoPunk on our video, number 6965, sports a funky fedora and an unimpressed look. It sold for an unblameable $1.54 million in February. The CryptoPunk is only one of just 24 ape punks, the second rarest punk type after the alien. Currently, CryptoPunk number 6965 is once again for sale and is listed for $3.42 million. If sold, the seller will get a tidy 122% profit. 4. The first tweet, $2.9 million. An NFT version of Twitter co-founder and CEO Jack Dorsey's first tweet, which was the first ever tweet on Twitter, was auctioned within March 2021 and ultimately sold for an eye-popping $2.9 million. The token was minted through a platform known as Valuables, which allows users to craft NFTs representing their tweets. As part of his philanthropic deeds, Dorsey pledged to quickly convert 100% of the proceeds to Bitcoin before donating it to Africa Response. 3. Crossroad, $6.66 million. Crossroad is an NFT created by already famous to you digital artist Beeple. It features anti-Trump messaging and a big Donald Trump-like figure lying in a defeated heap with profanities written across his naked body. Although it didn't always look like that, based on the outcome of the 2020 election. Had Trump won, it would have drawn him wearing a crown and striding through flames. Nifty Gateway, a famous marketplace for digital collectibles, brokered the $6.66 million sales of the NFT between an anonymous buyer and its initial owner, Twitter user Pablo Fraile. The NFT was sold only 4 months after it was initially purchased, at roughly 10 times its first price. 2. Cryptopunk number 7804, 7.5 million. Thought we were done with CryptoPunks? Not quite. The second most expensive NFT in history was Cryptopunk number 7804, and behind selling it stands Dylan Field, the CEO of design software company Figma the NFT. It was sold for an incredible 7.5 million. Initially, CryptoPunks were given away for free, but some CryptoPunks with particularly rare or beneficial features, such as the blue-skinned pipe-smoking alien that is Cryptopunk number 7804, has gone on to sell for huge sums. This is also Cryptopunk number 1651, which sold for a 6-0 sum in February. 1. Every Days. The first 5,000 days, 69.3 million. And here is the record for the most expensive NFT ever sold, and one of the most expensive artworks ever sold. It goes to Every Days, the first 5,000 days. The artwork, made by famed digital artist Mike Beeple Winkleman, sold for $69.3 million at Christie's, the first time that the Hori auction house has ever sold a completely digital artwork. The NFT represents a collage of 5,000 of Beeple's more initial artworks, demonstrating his development as an artist throughout his career. It was bought by Vignes Medikovan Sundaresan, who initially remained pseudonymous. Still, he later revealed his identity, explaining that the point was to show Indians and other people of color that they could also be patrons, and that crypto was a balancing power between the West and the rest. The global South is rising. The second highest bidder on the piece was none other than Tron CEO and founder Justin Sun, who bid a whopping $60.2 million before getting sniped at the last second by Sundaresan.